Hi guys, Steve and Chris back at the Subterranean Liberty Lair.
And we're going to introduce our video for the second half of the Jason Lebeck Town Hall. What? Man.
McGurk.
That's it. That's it. It's over, dude. The campaign's over.
Did you remember to ask him to eat a sandwich?
No, I didn't ask him to eat a sandwich. Why would I ask him to eat a sandwich?
I didn't either. I got sidetracked on unimportant things like war and taxes.
Yeah, and hats. Lots of hats. We had lots of hats.
A lot of hats.
Well, what do we do, man? That's the October surprise. It's over. That's it. It's done.
Game over, man.
Wait. This just in. Jason has recorded himself eating a sandwich. We have video. We're going to that video now.
Chris failed to ask me to eat a sandwich on camera for you, so this PBJ's for you.
Yeah.
He just ate the hell
Wow.
out of that
Yeah, he
sandwich.
did. That was amazing.
Oh, wait. I'm hearing it was peanut butter and jelly. Dude, nothing says Merca like PB&J.
Yes, he nailed that one. That is perfect. So, yeah, that means the campaign's back on, and we are going to win this with Jason Lebeck for the 1st District of Wisconsin. So stay tuned for the next episode. It is going to be a great episode. Enjoy.
Check it out.
What are your opinions on TP? Should it go over or under?
I think you might be thinking of a different set of initials there, buddy.
What? No.
TPP?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, to answer the first question, over. Oh, you're an under guy? Sorry.
Lost his vote.
Oh, dang it. Let me try to get back. My under. So, anyways, with TPP, maybe it's better than some of the trade deals out there, but in general, any time that we try to manage trade with these various deals, there's somebody picking winners and losers. TPP specifically has some things in it where we lose some of our sovereignty. So in general, I'm against managing these trade deals and stuff. TPP, I would prefer it not to be in place. So.
Awesome.
Okay, question. This one's from me.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, what do you think Paul Ryan's biggest failures as a congressman are, and what you would do differently?
That's gotcha journalism.
All right. I think Paul Ryan, he says a lot of the right things. He talks about the Constitution. He talks about smaller government. But at the end of the day, I think he's bought and paid for. He's a career politician that he grows his own power. And those of his party. One of the things I want to fight against is crony capitalism. So as we seek a government that stays out of regulations and whatnot, then the big money donors, special interest groups will have less interest in buying politicians because we have less power to give them favors. Whether it's friendly regulations, subsidies, bailouts.
Do you think that he's part of that crony capitalism stuff, and that's one of his maybe downsides?
Yeah, I think so. If you look at where he gets his funding, he's got a lot of money coming into his campaign from outside of the district. We're talking over 90%. And we're talking about businesses that are insurance and real estate and banks and stuff like that. So he's definitely getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, from these different companies.
Stuff that has nothing to do with the first district.
Yeah, and so these donors, they're from D.C., they're from Chicago, they're from New York, and and why do they donate to him? It's not because he's a swell guy. It's because he's got the power to influence other politicians. I mean, let's face it. He's the Republican with the most political capital at this time. So why not go for the big dog and see what you can buy?
Your district, if you were to win, is there's a lot of farm area.
Yes.
What do you think of farm subsidies and things like that for farmers to help them out?
Okay. Subsidies are bad in general, right? Because anytime that you're subsidizing one person, that means that you're telling another group of people that that person, whether it's a farm or other industry or whatever, is more important than this other group. So I think what people want is they want to know that they're playing on a level playing field, right? You mentioned the agricultural backbone of Wisconsin, and that just applies to all industries. So
Yeah, and I don't know much of the specifics, but a lot of those subsidies got to come with strings.
yeah.
Always, anytime there's government subsidies, they come with some sort of string.
Mhm.
So, what should we do about Alpo?
Defund it, of course.
Moving right along. Next question comes from a good friend of mine. She's one of those get off your butt libertarians. Rachel Maisonette asks, why is Aleppo more important than the other cities we're bombing right now?
The answer is it's not. I mean, there might be certain periods of time where that's where the conflict goes, but in general, when you ask Gary Johnson what is Aleppo, it was a setup question. I mean, you're asking one city that's being bombed. We're intervening over there, when in reality, Gary Johnson knew absolutely what the problem in Syria is. He knew the solution, right? He talked about we needed Russian and U.S. cooperation, and then was it the next day? Then you see John Kerry shaking hands with the Russian guy.
They're cribbing off of us.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, John Kerry.
So, in our terrorism episode, we discussed ISIS and should we, now that we're there, now that we're in the business, we helped create them, they're there. Do we have a responsibility, even as a libertarian, to finish them?
I don't think that the U.S. is well positioned to be able to resolve these properly. I hate to say cut our losses, but let's face it, throwing good money after bad, I don't think is the solution. So what I would seek to do as a congressman is I would try to pull our troops home, and we got to let that region sort the mess out. Part of the problem is that ISIS wouldn't have as big of a foothold if the surrounding communities didn't allow it to grow. It's a sticky situation, but let's face it, I don't think U.S. involvement is going to solve that. So.
I had one particularly intelligent friend of mine say that ISIS is not something.
No.
Definitely
Was not
not.
me.
No.
Saying that ISIS is not something you're going to beat militarily.
Right. Yep.
So a lot of politicians said their ideas are based on their religion, and they use that as like their moral code to govern. You're a religious person.
Yeah.
How does that affect the way you want to govern, and how you're going to apply that to being a congressman?
Freedom is so important, whether it's in the religious realm or the political realm. And so I do have beliefs. I have a moral code that I follow because it works for me and my family. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to work for you or you or you. And so the thing is that government should not be used to force a morality on individuals.
Okay, our next video question comes from a gentleman by the name of Reginald Von Tater. Lay it on us.
That's Sir Reginald Von Tater to you. I've decided I'm already voting for Jason Lebeck, as all right-thinking people do. So my question today is for Steve. Wherever did you find such a brilliant and sexy co-host?
So your next question comes to you from this guy.
Yeah.
I was wondering what your plans are during the last 5 or so weeks of your campaign.
Ooh, okay. Well, trying to get the message out there. One of the things that I've been doing is I'm walking neighborhoods, leaving door hangers. It's a lot of work. I got the blisters on the feet to prove it. Just trying to get out there, meet people. Let them know that I'm a real person, willing to put in the work to meet them. We also have an appearance. We're going to be speaking briefly in front of Adam Kokesh, and October 14th, and so that should be good. Definitely looking forward to being there and meeting that crowd. And then we'll try to get some more radio spots and stuff. I've been on with Glenn Klein in Racine a couple of times. He says he's got more time for me coming up too, and we'll try to reach other people too. I had a few close calls with Reese Wood, trying to get on with him. We've had some logistical issues meeting up, but we'll try to meet there too. And just trying to keep a presence. Once the sun goes down, then there's hopping on Facebook. Trying to interact with people there. Trying to get the message out, social media, whatnot. So just working hard, and we'll see what November 8th brings. So.
Well, hopefully Rock County Libertarian Party can get some doors hung for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta tell those guys to get to work.
Right. So thanks for being on the show. I think we ran out of questions, or we ran out of memory on my phone. So we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Is there any website that anybody can go to check you out? Facebook?
Okay, well, Facebook, I'm active on that. So facebook.com/Jason Lebeck 2016. And I'm also on jasonlebeck2016.wordpress.com. That's a little more static. And then twitter.com/Jason Lebeck 2016. So thank you guys so much for having me on.
Definitely.
It's been a blast.
Always fun.
It's been a dream of mine for at least 5 weeks or so. So thank you guys so much for doing this and spreading the message of liberty and helping people have a little fun while doing it. So,
we're trying.
Thanks.
It's what we do.
Yeah, thanks guys.
All right, if you like this episode, make sure you click, subscribe, share, do all the YouTube-y things that are supposed to be done.
Yes.
And don't forget, he forgot.
I don't know.
When I look at you, that's usually a cue for you to say...
I'm sorry, I was still trying to think of a world leader I admire.
There are.
It's hard, Gary. And fourth Friday of every month, Janesville Denny's, the Rock County Libertarian Party meeting starts at 7 o'clock. Anyone in the area, come out and see us, and I'll try not to frighten you with my hat.
All right, everyone. Have a nice night.
See ya.
Hi guys, just dropping you a line that the next installment of Matube is going to be coming at you from on the road. October 14th, Madison, Adam Kokesh, For the Love of Freedom Tour.
And we're going to be live in Madison.
What's going to be live?
Why do I always think this is going to be live? This is recorded. We're recording now. Like, it's not going to be live.
Okay, but it will be on location. So I can't wait to see
So come on out. And if you don't get the chance to come on out, stay tuned for one of the best Matube episodes ever. It's going to be just, like, mind-blowingly good. It's going to be so good. Like, people are going to write poetry and songs, and it's going to be so... I'm just building it up. What if it's just a normal episode? It's going to be good, though. Right?
no such thing as a normal episode with us.
That's true. So, stay tuned.